Oh my God. I was like 1 minute late. 2 minutes? 3, something like that. Anyways, yeah. I was literally I'm working on like 20 different things right now, and I looked at the time and I was like, it's 6:59. I gotta do a show. I keep forgetting that this show now is at 7 p.m. instead of 9. So I'm like, I had to like, I was like shoveling my food down at like 6, thinking, okay, I'm good. I'm happy. Life's great. No, now I'm like 1 minute till the show. So life's been hectic. I've been working on a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff, actually. Changing this, changing that. Been doing some, been trying to get some information on a location for next month for our house call. So I've just been crazy busy. Plus with all the other stuff coming up. So, but we'll get right along because we do have some news tonight. So, like always, anything related to our paranormal team, First Line Paranormal, you can go to our website, firstlineparanormal.com for all that. You can email us at firstlineparanormal@gmail.com if you have any questions, concerns, comments, any inquiries about this show, Cryptic Trading Post. You can send any of your videos or commercials, anything through that. Definitely check out Parafam Entertainment, of course, because a lot of stuff that I'm working on is through that right now. So go check out that community. If you love this kind of content, you'll love all the other content over there. Also, if you're a gamer or if you just want a place to chat, you can jump on our Discord, which there is the Discord link. Can't really copy it from the screen, so just make sure you go back through and grab that link, and then you can join our Discord. Who is here tonight? Daryl Evans. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Even though I'm very disheveled right now. Hello, Ashley. Thank you guys and gals for coming to the show tonight. So that's it from me. So let's go ahead, and I never have any of this stuff like ready to go. You know, it's very, very bad. So let's go ahead and bring out our co-host tonight, the one and only Jonathon Contois.
He got it right.
He's got that.
Bravo.
He's got that.
What is going on tonight?
We had to play the the sexy music for you.
Yeah, I heard. How's it going, brother?
I'm doing good, man. It feels like I haven't talked to you in like forever.
I know, and it's been a couple weeks.
What's up, Bill? I'm just glad you're off work to join me tonight.
Yes, it's been a crazy day. Been hanging out with lawyers and all kinds of stuff. It's been fun. Yeah. So
I actually had to call up to a not local, but to a clerk of court today and get some more information on a house. So you know,
doing deep research.
It's weird, man. It's weird. Like, I didn't know how much work it goes into it, but I'm like learning how to go through like deeds and backtrack, and I'm getting a bunch of names that I've looked up in like they've got like a family files there, and only the last names that are listed have however much information. It might be just a little bit of information, or it might be a whole lot that they've, you know, wrote down and recorded. But almost every name that I've come across through the deeds, all of their last names are in these files. So I'm like, So I might be able to find me something.
It's amazing how much information you can get off publicly, like just going to a courthouse and finding out all kinds of stuff.
And like what's been recorded and stuff. I mean,
Oh yeah, there's a lot
I'm
of information
hoping
out there.
and it's it's really up in y'all's neck of the woods, which is crazy for me, because me and Morgan's going to go to a concert this weekend, and literally this library is even further than where we're going. So it's like I told her, I was like, well, if we're up to it, and well, then again, it'd be Sunday, so we wouldn't be able to go there. I don't know. I might have to call these people up and see if they can actually look through some of this stuff for me, or just we'll have to find a day one day to just head up there and
Well, you know, if you
look
need
into it.
help, if it's ever on this side, if you need help, I can help you out with all that, man.
Okay, yeah, I'm about to get with you then, because it's
Where's it at?
definitely on that. It's east
What
of
county?
Charlotte.
Okay.
Randolph.
Randolph? Okay.
Yeah. So even then, it's like a good drive for us. But
Yeah.
old Daryl Evans, I'll be doing GTA Online soon, and I'll be joining you on missions. Matter of fact, what I've been working on, in which I've told Robert this, so I don't think I've told anyone else. We're still working on it. We have kind of took away the 7 Days to Die server. I actually run it through like my computer now when we go to play it. So I just run it through the computer, and me and her will get on and play. So if anyone's still interested in that, you can come join us. However, I have went from that server to building the 5PD server because a lot of people is interested in it. And I was like, you know what? I might as well go ahead and dive into it, learn it. I've already got a few things added onto the server, and I've already changed like a few parts of the map to be a little bit more open or a little bit, cooler. I'm like, okay, I think I'm getting the hang of this. So hopefully by, I would say, the end of next month, I want like a fully functional like server with uniforms and cars, and that server is like, there's so many different things to 5PD. Like you could make different departments. And of course, I've already put myself as the sheriff in the sheriff's office department. So, it'll be interesting to get everybody on there and actually joining in the departments. And you can run calls together. From what I could see, you could actually join other people's calls after that goes out to them. So,
hey, I don't mind being your Roscoe P. Coltrane.
That's right.
I even got my puppy dog over here.
If you get any of that, a little bit of that set up, because Robert's supposed to get it set up this week, I think. He's going to help me test the server out, because right now it's just me, but, come join us.
I never knew how much people does that. I was scrolling through TikTok, and there's a lot of people that do that.
Oh, it's been around for a long time.
It's real popular.
There's a lot of different stuff to 5M too that I don't. I mean, heck, even if you like say you don't want to join our server, you can go and like play Zombie Apocalypse, one server, and then go to another server and do like role play, and then you go to another server and it's all about like drifting and racing and stuff. So
yeah,
there's so much different stuff on there you can do. But yeah, that's the big news for Parafam, is our 5PD server is being worked on. That's actually what I was in right before coming on here, because I was like, oh shit. So
yeah, I was messaging like asking if anybody it's pretty much you last week asked who I was. Like, anybody heard of Cody? Like, anybody know where he's at? And they're like, no. I was like, all right.
I'll be the only English boy on the game with you. It's possible. It's possible. Oh, what other news do we got?
I just noticed you got little memories over by your right hand there. Is that? Yeah, I remember. Is that? Yeah. Oh, you got. Oh, that's for later on. Right.
No, that was souvenir from Trivet. I was like, I'm not eating that.
I thought you kept the box.
Actually, it was so weird. I think the gummy bear might actually be haunted. It might be a haunted gummy bear. I was sitting here last night just working on stuff, and I was like, something is staring at me. And I'm like, oh, the gummy bear. And I was like, I kind of wonder what it tastes like and really how hot it is. And I did like this. I was like, oh wait, no, I ain't doing that. Why would I do that for fun? Come on now. I was like, stop tempting me.
It was Andrew that did it during that night.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Look up the Shimian movie. I'll have to do that after the show. I don't want to be copyrighted for whatever reason. But yeah, let me let's see. I think her son's friends are knocking on
Yeah, I heard
the
something
door,
knocking.
so she has to go answer that.
Come out and play.
Yeah. Hold on a second. The joys of your own studio. So let's go ahead and jump in the news, shall we?
Let's
Some
get to it.
interesting stuff. Don't know if anyone's heard of this or has seen it, but I did not. This was actually from last week's news, and I did not include it. The only reason I included this one this week is because there was another story that come about, so we will hear about it later. But this one's kind of just like a basic sighting, is what I would call it. A demonic hobgoblin. And this was, they were conducting an investigation in St. Lawrence Church in Atwick, England, when their spirit box picked up a growling sound. So they didn't actually see this, but they heard it. They described it as a hobgoblin. I guess it's what they visioned off of it. But they said they heard a growl. It just sounded negative. It had a negative energy to it. It's inhuman. And the two investigators uncovered local lore about a hobgoblin that once tormented the region. So I think some of this was like freaking themselves out, but it's interesting
Easy to do.
to say the least. So, anyways, Lake Champlain. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, Champlain.
Champlain monster spotted on sonar.
Actually, I think it's Lake Champlain.
Champlain.
Yep.
It's a little bit more. What's the word? Intricate.
Yeah.
But this does say 2022. Cryptozoologist in Vermont has captured some truly intriguing sonar footage, which shows a sizable anomaly that just might be the legendary monster of Lake Champlain. The tantalizing footage was recorded on September 10th by a dedicated researcher, Katie Elizabeth, who has spent the last decade searching for the famed creature, affectionately known as Champy or Champy. One of those.
So it's kind of like the Loch Ness monster of Lake Champlain.
Yeah, I've never even heard of this, so it's possible. It says by the way of her boat Kelpie the Second, which is outfitted with an array of equipment designed to possibly spot the iconic cryptid. It would seem that her persistence may have paid off in a big way just a few days ago when the sonar aboard the vessel filmed something rather remarkable. In the footage from her expedition earlier this month, a long object can be seen moving through Lake Champlain at the depth of approximately 42.5 feet. The anomaly, which Elizabeth estimates to be 20 feet in length, appears to be some kind of creature that is seemingly using an appendage towards the front of its body to propel itself through the water. In the video above, which showcases the possible sighting, Elizabeth thoughtfully contrasts the oddity with sonar returns for a school of fish, or a sturgeon, a small perch, or even a whale. None of the prosaic examples bear any resemblance to the anomaly captured by the cryptozoologist. Let's check it out. Okay, this video's in 480, so I apologize. I don't know. You'd think we'd have better. Okay, yeah. This might have been the best quality they could give us of sonar. They ripped it off something.
Oh man.
Looks like a huge mermaid.
Yeah.
And that's someone I don't know how to read sonar, so I really can't say nothing here, but
It's almost like, you know, weather radar just underneath the ground, under the water.
now
I mean,
is that like looking from top down view from the boat, or is it sideways?
Yeah, it
Okay.
should be. There's usually like something that goes in the water underneath the boat, and it shoots out like sonar. So most likely where it's like at 0, that's probably where the sonar is. But it's weird
wow.
how it gets to that point and then it changes shape. So it's like if you look at it, it gets to a certain point and it kind of straightens out.
Yeah.
That's so hard for me. I'm trying to be positive. I feel like lately I've been so negative on everything. But that's
What's it? Oh, is this like the comparisons?
comparison. Mm-hmm.
Okay, similar to the long streamlined body as seen in our 2019 sonar of 2 swimming underneath the boat. So is what, these 2 things?
At the top. I think it's at the top. That would definitely be more of a school of...
Compared to a school of fish. Bottom of screen moving right to left.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
it's like those are the tiny little fish. Okay. Got that. Oh, yeah, you can actually see the fish.
Yeah.
And then the smaller fish. Okay. Yeah.
That's your mermaid.
Okay. So, I mean, that's a whale.
Yeah.
But it's like, I would say that's further down.
Yeah, it's further down.
What is this though?
But look, as it crosses right around where the 10 is, the line, it kind of moves away. Like
It like gets
like
even smaller.
Yeah, it kind of
Well,
like
look.
divides.
Well, it crosses. Like, look, there's something right here
Mm-hmm.
that it's crossing.
I think that's where the
Unless
sonar
that's part of the boat.
is. Yeah, I think that's where the sonar is underneath the ground.
Holy crap! It's like where the part of the boat is.
I think that's depicting as 0, and then it's 10 feet to the left and 10 feet to the right of where the sonar is.
Huh.
So as it's reaching that, it's kind of changing shape.
Weird. This is not the first time Elizabeth has managed to possibly spot Champy during one of her expeditions, as she also captured potential sonar images of the cryptid back in August of 2019. What is this?
Looks like that's underneath the ground, right? Is that? I don't know.
Seems that 2 anomalies appear to be a pair of snake-like creatures.
Yeah.
Huh.
But I mean, there's things like eels and things like that it could. It's I mean, it doesn't tell you how long they are.
This latest experience, however, may have been even more gratifying and enlightening, as the video allows for a look at how the monster may move through the water, provides some clues as to the nature of the creature. Reflecting on the moment when she saw the anomaly appear on sonar, Elizabeth told Coast to Coast that she first wondered what the heck is under my boat before realizing that it could very well be Champy. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Good little find. Speaking of finding stuff in the water.
Oh no.
This ain't really the water, but man emerges from casket 2 days after being declared dead. 2 days.
Somebody ain't doing their job, man.
Let's find out what happened. In a wild story out of Nigeria, a man was declared dead and said to be buried when he suddenly came back to life 2 days after, crawled out of his casket, and recounted a vivid near-death experience wherein he visited heaven. According to a local media report, the amazing story began on September 5th when Godwin
Igilu?
Mr. Amadu sought medical treatment for severe chest pain. And while visiting the doctor, his condition worsened to the point that he apparently appeared to have passed away. And he was subsequently declared dead. Fortunately for the man, he had given his children strict instructions regarding his burial, which ultimately may have ironically saved his life.
What, not embalm him?
What? Amadu insisted to his family that he not be embalmed and that he should be buried 2 or 3 days following his death. The man's children dutifully followed his instructions and set about having his grave ready for services on September 7th. As Amadu had served as a doctor for the village where he lived, his son Jacob explained, sympathizers around the community were crying while others assembled in different locations discussing the sad event of his passing. After mourners paid their respects at his open casket, it was brought into a nearby building to prepare the box for burial, which is when the man's tale took a shocking turn. We suddenly saw the casket shaking and eventually fell, and my father woke up to the surprise of many people in the village. The sight of Amadu inexplicably alive again understandably shook the mourners. His son observed a lot of the men and women who had gathered ran away, believing that it was a ghost. Jacob tentatively approached his father and soon realized that he was still alive, albeit shaken by whatever he had experienced, and as such, he initially remained silent. It was not until a few days later that Amadu recounted what had occurred, and his account is truly breathtaking. Could you imagine that?
Dude, like, I mean, it's like he told his kids, like, look, just in case there's like somebody makes a mistake, just leave all my really important organs in my body.
Like, how do you... Oh my goodness. How do you even plan that? That's crazy.
I don't know, man.
So...
There's been a lot of that lately. I mean, they just had the little girl that came back alive, or that wasn't dead. They went to bury her, came back alive, and then she died like 2 or 3 days later.
Well, where was that?
I think it was Mexico.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Amadu indicated that at the moment of his perceived death, his chest pain suddenly stopped, and he felt a profound peacefulness come over him. The clouds opened up, and I saw something like a giant golden satellite suspended in space. He said there I was greeted by a 75-foot tall angel who stood in front of the gate. Alongside this entity were 2 similar companions who convened with each other and later allowed me into the city of heaven. Amadu claims upon answer he was greeted by a childhood friend who died 22 years ago and provided him with a proverbial tour of the ethereal realm. where the new arrival encountered other departed loved ones and even some of his ex-girlfriends.
He says he was in heaven. Seems like hell to me.
You know, bygones be bygones. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
So
I'd be like, one of us has got to go, y'all. Apparently he got to go back.
Similar to many who have had near-death experiences, Amadou said that he also had something of a life review, showing him all the events leading to his death. His visit to the other side was brief, however, soon Christ appeared and raised me up from death, whereupon the man felt the sensation of waking up and being extremely cold. He said, heaven is indeed an interesting place. Everyone was enjoying life to the fullest. As one might imagine, the man's story has made him something of a sensation in his village, where he has given up work as a doctor in order to devote the rest of his life on earth to the service of God. I mean, he still could have worked as a doctor.
I think that he just proved that they need a doctor in that town. I mean, somebody that can read a pulse. That's all I'm saying.
The basics. Well, apparently, he was presumed dead. At least long enough to put him in a box, and then maybe he,
whatever he says, man. Who am I? The dude was in his casket about to be buried. Like, hey, if he says it happened, it happened.
Yeah. So interesting story.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't know what a near-death experience is. A lot of people have never heard of that before. So,
definitely a story to tell the grandkids.
There's been, and we've talked about it somewhat on the show before, but there has been research that, people would have these experiences and people would be like, nah, you're just crazy. You're just seeing stuff because, your body's reacting to this and that. There has been some research done saying that it is not, there's things that happen within the body that tells these scientists and stuff like, hey, this isn't all like a trick of the mind. So it's still kind of obviously it's an area that they're still looking at and trying to learn more about, but it's just an interesting topic.
Yeah, it's not like you can text somebody from the other side of the veil. I mean, there's only so much research you're ever going to be able to do about this. So when someone says that they have a near-death experience and they've gone through traumatic like that, you almost got to believe them. I mean,
yeah, and every story is different. Like I was hearing one guy's story the other, like a few weeks ago, and he didn't know exactly what to call it. He said, "This is what happened." I told him at the end. I said that was a near-death experience. But he was saying like he was like in this like a long tunnel, and it was dark. Like, because all of these are always different. It's either light or dark, or they're here or they're there. And he was saying there was always someone behind him saying, get up, go, stuff like that. So
a lot of people say that it's because your brain is losing the oxygen and it's the brain shutting down. So you're going through different memories through your life and all that. Like it's something to do, from what everyone I've heard, is something to do with the brain shutting down. And, with the long light tunnel and all that stuff. So, but I don't really plan on, dealing with that for a while. So can't really speak upon that.
It is definitely an interesting topic, though.
But if I do deal with it, you'll be the first to know. I'll let you know. Put a recorder down.
Oh, Lord.
Tell you all about it.
Well, we're going to be going to commercial here in just a minute, but I'm trying to think what else. I think there was something else that's coming up. Oh, Jonathan, I might need to talk with you about something.
Oh, goody.
The event that's coming up next year, I believe in Hamlet?
Oh, yes, sir.
Has to do with the cryptic side of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I remember.
I'm gonna have to look when it gets a little bit closer. I'm going to have to look at my schedule. Maybe when it gets closer to the end of this year, I need to look at my schedule, see if I'm free, because I would love to go to that.
Mm-hmm.
And to go as a Cryptic Trading Post entity,
Oh.
because I would like to do some video work out there while this is going on. So I need to get with you and see if you'd be interested in helping with that at all. Because I know you kind of sparked an idea as far as that goes.
Oh, did I?
To go along with that. And I might have to do some interviews and stuff while I'm out there, but it's gonna be hard to do with just me. So
just
yeah.
get with me. You know how my schedule's crazy, but other than that, yeah. And I got some. I'm hoping that I talked to Brian about it, so I'm hoping that we can get some stuff set up. Remember, I was talking to you about me trying to get some places.
Yes.
As the new manager and all that. So I've got an okay on some of it. So I'm hoping that it's big enough to where we can both of us, kind of like what we did at Trevette Clinic. So I'm hoping that you're interested, and I'm hoping that, we can bring it all together. So I think it'd be a really good time.
I think you've got a few places you're working on, but there was one I heard that was it would be like a first time exclusive almost. I was like, okay, yeah, that would be awesome.
Yep.
That'd be really cool to get out there.
Yep.
I'm trying to find. I'm pretty sure y'all have posted it. Heck, it's on my page too, but I'm just trying to find. Let me go to my page real fast then, because I'm not finding it. I don't even know if I shared it, to be honest. I might have marked it. Yeah, I think I marked it as I'm interested in going. There it is. Okay. So I need like a good I need like a good image though. Here we go. Got a website. Got a website we can go to.
Is the
All right,
computer
so
up on your ceiling? Like you were looking way up there.
yeah, I've got two monitors up here. So here we go. Encounter Quest. Oh, let me fix this. It's not quite. I guess that's just the way they have it made here. Encounter Quest 2023. It is set for April 1st on a Saturday. Oh, I'll have to look.
Sure, that ain't an April Fool's joke.
It might be. Who knows? I mean, you can buy tickets.
Yeah.
Is that going to be an April Fool's? Nope. That's legit. That's legit. So this is at, obviously in Hamlet. Looks like the Cole Auditorium and Community Center. Speakers start at 10 a.m. This is like an all-day event, ain't it? So what I've heard is they're going to have this event, and this is in North Carolina, by the way, if everybody's, wondering. This is what says 9 to 6. However, I spoke with Robert, and if you are also into, like, obviously it says Bigfoot, aliens, and paranormal. But if you are really into the paranormal side, I think afterwards, after this event, there's going to be an investigation. And I can't, for the life of me, remember where he said it was going to be at. I don't know if it was going to be at the depot or if it was going to be somewhere around this auditorium, but there is supposed to be an investigation. If I do end up going, I have to check my schedule because it's either going to be on. I can either go or not go, especially with it being the Saturday. But
I vote yes. I vote you go.
But if I do go, then obviously I'm going to try to do some stuff as far as the cryptic side of it, and then help out with like the investigation portion of it. help like you guys out with PD and people that are participating in that, because it's going to be for the people that go and pay for the event and all that. So that should be fun.
Sounds like a good time.
I think this will be good to go, and I'll be able to go and like kind of speak with some people. Maybe do some interviews, some short little interviews, and just get a good video of the event, you know. And obviously you can go and get you some cool shirts. I have to get me some cool shirts, you know. So, but we are going to go to commercial, and then we will get the rest of this news out the way. So, anything else you want to say, John, before commercial break?
I think I'm good, man. Kind of felt sorry for that alien right there. He looked a little upset.
Like, when is this over?
Yeah.
All right. We will be back very shortly. Oh,
It's like dragon.
we're back.
Oh, Kermit the Frog now. Okay.
Oh, that was a nice little break.
Smoke him if you got him.
Tonight's one of them nights, man. I just I'm like,
Just chill.
I mean, I'm chill, but at the same time, I'm like, I got so much crap to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's,
especially before you go back to work, right?
well, sometimes I just like, it feels more normal that way.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes any sense. Like, I'd rather
Do that than just
have a lot of stuff
nothing.
to do versus like just have nothing to do and be like, just
Then
sleep
you got
all
to
the
find
time.
something to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's, I think a lot of it is because me and her have like our event like this weekend to go do, just, and that's going to be like the relaxed time and not have to think about all kinds of other stuff. Versus like, I'm still trying to get a little, like whatever I can done before then.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's kind of the vibe right now.
Yeah.
So
I'm kind of one of those that will procrastinate. I'll be like, oh, I got time for it. And then right before it's time to go back to work, I'm like, crap, I got to do this, this, and this, and this. It's like tomorrow, I go back to work Sunday. So tomorrow I've got to cut grass. Since it's been a lot cooler, I'm going to cut grass in the morning. And then, well, we're going to go look at a house, but that got canceled. So I guess we're going to go watch a dirt race.
Yep.
So,
well, hey, something did happen today that hasn't happened in a while. I feel like in our neck of the woods, I felt the wind blowing today. I went and took the trash out and I was like, wow, feels good out here.
Yeah. It was windy yesterday or the day before that cold front came through. And then it actually was almost jacket weather this morning. It was like 50 something degrees when we got up. It's supposed to get down in the 40s tonight. So
it's starting to get there. And start getting
then,
cooler.
Yep. And then it'll get like 85 degrees in about 3 weeks. Makes you think you're about into fall time, and then it'll spike back up. What was it, a few years ago? It was in the 80s for Christmas. So
I just like the fact that we're doing an investigation in October.
Yes.
That'll be interesting.
Those are always fun.
That's what I've heard. Everyone says it's something with the month. It just crazy stuff happens at investigations.
And even if nothing happens, you're in that Halloween feel, so it just kind of makes you a little more excited. That's the way I feel anyway. Which October's my birthday month, so all month long, man, I'm just excited.
There you go.
So,
well, I know what I'm excited for is when you get this next location confirmed and locked down, and we are going to go there. I'm excited for that. I don't know what it is. I told Robert the other day, I was like, I love the rawness of it, the raw aspect of we're going in investigating, but we also get to like stay there and really take it in because with my group and how we do it, it's only a one night thing. We don't get to stay there. You know, we learn the history and we do an investigation, but we don't get to stay there. And, you know, it's more of a timed thing. Maybe like further down the line, hopefully it gets to a point to where we can start like maybe staying a night or something.
Well, I've got the price for 1 night and 2 night. I'm locked in on their end. It's our end that we've got to lock it down on.
Gotcha.
When we want to do it.
Awesome.
If we want to do 1 night or 2 night, but it's like I got an email today that has prices and all that stuff, and they're just waiting on us to let them know what we want to do. So it's locked in on that part.
Heck yeah. Well, then that's good. That just means we have to go through our stuff, and I don't usually take too long because we can just look at schedules and stuff. But but yeah, it's kind of like the break from what we do, and I'm like, yes, get to stay the night at locations and
the history, man,
and do different things.
Back to the Revolutionary War.
Yeah. Oh, those are always good then. Always find something interesting with those.
So
that's what I'm excited for.
Well, when I know, you'll know.
That's right. You are the captain now.
No. No, sir.
So, another bizarre mystery creature filmed lurching along river in Florida. I think we're getting so much like space time right now. Everybody's like, but what about the water? Check the water.
Mm.
A Florida couple were left scratching their heads when they spotted a mysterious and rather sizable creature lurching along a river in the truly bizarre fashion. Joe and April Tiller captured footage seen below of a weird sight earlier this month while visiting Menard May Park in the city of Edgewater. And while on the waters of the Indian River, which runs through the park, the couple caught sight of a large creature that had emerged from the water off in the distance. Although Joe initially thought the animal might be a manatee, he began to doubt that assessment based on the size of the monster and the strange way it was in which it was moving. It had huge muscles like shoulders on a bull. It was as if it was rolling its shoulders like a bear underwater. A boatmaker by trade, Joe noted that the creature was unlike anything he has seen since moving to the area 5 years ago and suggested that it was somewhere between 12 to 15 feet long. Perhaps the most unnerving observation from the sighting is that he heard the animal grunting as it wobbled across the water. Fortunately, the couple managed to film some of their encounter with the mysterious creature and subsequently posted online and in the hopes of figuring out what it was they saw. So let's take a look. Oh, wow. This is... What kind of vertical video is this? Hold on.
Wait.
Turn this down a little bit.
That's weird. I can't really pinpoint of like just the way it's moving in the front and the back. Like I can't really pinpoint what that looks like. Like I almost think I see a fin in the back or whatever you call it. Like the right there. Yeah. But it never brings his head up, and I think it's just.
What is that?
Like it just stopped doing everything. I mean,
What
the bird
is that?
don't seem too worried about it. He's just chilling.
Is it a seal?
I mean, how deep is the water? Are those birds able to just stand on water like that? Like I've never.
Oh yeah, birds do that all the time.
I mean, they're staying above water. Like
yeah.
Huh. That's pretty light then. Okay.
Yeah, birds do that. But I'm surprised. Like the bird doesn't seem phased at all.
No.
That's the weird part about it.
Sees it all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's so hard to. It'd been nice if they could have like had one of those cameras you could put underwater, and then put under there. And to be continued on that one.
So let's see what other people have been saying. While viewers online offer theories ranging from an injured animal to a bear swimming in the river, experts from the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission examined the footage and may have solved the mystery. They indicate that Joe's first guess was actually probably correct and that the creature was indeed a manatee. So I was like, is that a seal? As for the animal's odd way of moving across the water, they explain that this is a behavior known as peck walking, which they employ to navigate shallow waters. While the monster that the Tillers encounter may have wound up being an adorable sea cow from their vantage point, it's understandable why they decided to film its bewildering appearance. I mean, that's kind of what I was thinking, because I remember back in the day when we were watching videos of them freaking
so the water is
manatees, man.
It's not very deep. That's why I was wondering about that bird. Like its legs are in the water, you can tell, but it's.
I mean, I think it's
deep enough.
It's shallow in their terms, but I don't think it's like shallow like as you would think as like a pool would be. You know, it's.
Yeah, no, I would say about 7-8 feet maybe.
And for them to do their normal, you know, thing in shallow water.
It looks like
Makes
it was
sense.
almost like bouncing its head and everything against the ground, trying to keep it moving.
And that's
I'm
kind of
thinking
how,
like
that's what I was thinking. Like as it's moving, I'm like, that's kind of how they moved in. That's how they move in the water too, honestly. But it's not as, like
There's a blowhole right there, ain't it? Is that a blowhole?
maybe,
Right whenever
but it's
like
not as, like that. They're moving a lot more. I think when they're fully in under the water and it's not as shallow, they move the same way, but it's not as much. It's a little bit more free floating, I guess you'd call it.
Well, yeah, that's why I was asking if it was dead, because it gets to a certain point and it just goes underwater for the most part. Like it just like I'm where I need to be at, and it just kind of drifts.
I don't think a
There's
manatee
a
has.
blowhole right there.
I don't think a manatee has one of those.
I thought it does because it's kind of like a dolphin with a blowhole. But
You might be right. Let me see. Because this is what we're. And if nobody knows, this is what we're looking at, people.
yeah,
Which makes sense.
this one's much older than that other one. This one's gray. The other one was not. But yeah, it looks like.
I don't think they do. I mean, could I be wrong in saying this? But I don't think they do.
Right.
Because they got like the mouth and the nose.
Blowhole.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that one's like algae all over it. And, yeah, it's been around the world a little bit. But
Yeah.
I don't know. You said there was no blowhole. Sorry, I was being interrupted.
Oh, that's
rudely.
okay. Muzzle flared outward, rough skin. I mean, we're looking at. And this is not the greatest picture, but this is what we're looking at here.
Maybe there ain't a blowhole. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
It's more of a way they can maybe reproduce, and they just have the mouth, you know.
yeah,
So that makes more sense.
I can see it.
That's how they move.
Yep.
So I would go with that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not every day you see that in Florida, but it is Florida.
Yeah.
They've got everything else there. So
I was gonna say you can see a lot of things in Florida.
Oh my. Ghost child filmed at notoriously haunted hotel in Arkansas?
Wait, hold on. I don't do ghost children. See, like, you know, your little freaky girl you have on your. I'm telling you, like, I'm sorry. If you got creepy kids, parents, I'm not hanging out with you. So, oh, okay.
Which one are you talking about? The intro video?
Yes, like every time. It gets me every time. Like, I don't do creepy kids. Creepy kids are dolls. I'm out.
That's
Mostly because they look like creepy kids.
Isn't this place? Weren't we talking about this place the other day?
Arkansas.
Maybe not. A spooky piece of footage circulating online appears to show a ghost child dash past the camera of a person staying in a notoriously haunted hotel in Arkansas. Posted on Reddit late last week, of course.
Oh, yeah.
The eerie video was reportedly filmed at the Crescent Hotel and Spa.
By the way, Reddit is where I get all my news.
Damn.
That's a creepy place, but it's pretty cool looking.
That's
I've heard a lot about it.
That looks like something you'd see over like England.
Yeah, it's built all in stone.
It's got the crescent moon.
Yeah. Well, you can't have it called the Crescent Hotel if you don't have a crescent moon.
I mean, just the look of it, I'd investigate it.
Yeah.
New Moon Spa Saloon. Okay.
It rhymes.
In the city of Eureka Springs, constructed in 1886, the building has long been said to be the home of a variety of spirits and has even been called America's most haunted hotel by many individuals. In the video, an unnamed woman films around her room and makes note of the site's haunted reputation, declaring that she and her friend, who was seen resting on a nearby bed, are looking for a ghost at the infamous site. Chillingly, it would seem that the pair did not have to wait too long or look very far for the spirits said to inhabit the building, as while the woman is talking, a mysterious form that bears a striking resemblance to a young child can be seen scurrying past the camera. Looking at Jonathan's face. When the woman filmed her friend seconds earlier, it appeared that the pair was the only people in the room, and she had no reaction to the youngster that just ran a few feet in front of her, making the creepy scene all the more intriguing. What makes it even more intriguing is that the child seems to make no noise, which is rather, not normal with one might expect to hear from those meddling kids,
Yeah. I have a 5-year-old that definitely does not go anywhere being quiet.
Here you go, Jonathan. This one's for you.
Okay, guys, we have got a piece of footage that was captured from the Crescent Hotel in Arkansas. And this is a notoriously haunted hotel. But in this footage, it looks like they have caught the ghost of a little girl. So guys, let's take a look at the footage and we'll have a real quick chat afterwards.
Girls trip, most haunted hotel in America, and my nightstand on the creepy door is my eyes shut. So early bedtime, looking for ghosts.
See?
So guys, this footage was only uploaded.
I thought I already saw it before it happened. I was thinking, oh, it's gonna be something like where you barely see it.
A couple of days ago.
It's like an old dress.
I thought it happened right here.
Where's your slow-mo at? You gotta have your slow-mo.
Yeah, I will. As she's moving, I thought I saw it like kind of peek the door and leave. And I was like, oh, okay.
The exact date of,
but actually I think it was just the doorknob. That's why I was like, I think I saw it. And then when it actually happened, I was like, holy shit.
when this was captured.
Yeah.
But we can look at this footage for what it is. And in the footage, we can see this ghost of a child. I've got to say, it is of a child that is running full pelt
and
past the camera. Now, anybody that has children knows that when a child runs, it isn't the quietest of people. They make a lot of...
How?
No. There's nothing there but a wall and a dresser or a little nightstand. So I promise you, you're going to see her bouncing back going, eh.
How did she not see this?
I don't know.
On her camera.
The noise. We hear no banging of footsteps. And considering this, where the bedstand is up against the wall. So any human running that fast would hit the wall. But yet we hear nothing. We can hear the audio, we hear nothing at all. Now this to me looks like a really good catch. And what seals it off is how they're talking about they're here to see a ghost. Well, ladies, I think you have. So on to our next video.
Oh, you know it's going to be good if it's at the Super 8.
I think this is a different video, but I might actually watch this just to see what it is.
Yeah.
But still.
Yeah, it's... I mean, does it look like a hoax to you?
Most haunted hotel in America, and my nightstand on the creepy door is my eyes shut. So early bedtime, looking for ghosts.
So
there's no reaction whatsoever.
Yeah, you're looking for ghosts. There's one right there. You didn't even see it.
But she's just like doing like this and going like, yeah, this is great. This is a great time.
But I mean, I've heard of people video something almost like an EVP where you don't really notice it. Like you're not really paying attention until you go back. So, I mean, it takes up her whole camera though. I will say that.
Oh my goodness.
I'll get the slow-mo. It looks like, does she have an adult beverage on the nightstand? That might.
Oh, I didn't even look.
That might be why she didn't notice it at first.
I
don't know if that's a Pepsi or a Bud
Sound like
Light.
they've been traveling a bit today because that one sounded tired.
Yeah.
What's crazy, you can even see the shadow on the back before it happens.
Is that her? That might be the lady with the camera shadow. Yeah. Or is it come right?
No,
Oh yeah, right there. Yeah,
yeah,
there it is.
you can
Okay.
see it.
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
why I'm
so
like,
that can't be. I mean, I would. You got to do a lot of work to get the shadow to kind of.
dude.
I mean,
imagine like
oh my god! See,
us getting
creepy
that.
kids, and you do that. All right, go. I'm talking about like ghost children. I get grabbed by a kid. Go.
Tell them, look, it's a ghost child. The same reaction. The same reaction.
Hmm? Yeah, his mouse.
Oh my gosh.
Well, but what I also want to know is the guy from like somewhere in Europe, or is he from New York? Like his accent confuses me. Like
Oh yeah, I
it's
don't know.
almost like half New Yorker, half like Scottish or British. Mm-hmm. You want to see that ghost? I don't know that ghost. So.
Let's see. Alas, since the witnesses are unidentified, any additional circumstances surrounding the video are mystery. That said, in light of a location of the scene and the odd manner in which the suspected child appears without any sound, many observers have suggested that the woman captured a genuine apparition at the haunted hotel. Skeptical viewers will, of course, argue that the ghost child is simply a real youngster that somehow went unseen earlier in the video, either by happenstance or as a way of creating a well-crafted hoax. With that in mind, what do you think of spooky footage?
Real. Sorry, I don't see how, like, with the shadow, and there's no, even if it was, I mean, the fact that she's running full speed into what we know is a wall, like,
unless it's very well edited to the point of like they just did a regular video and then they went back through and just edited the crap out of it. But I don't know.
that's a lot of work. That's a lot to be able to get the,
That was still like,
the
whoa.
shadow and her. Yeah.
The shadow does look very like, whether you think it's fake or not, it looks very authentic.
Because it goes right into the shadow of, you know what I'm saying? Like
It's so, let me speed it down one more time. So there's regular shadow just from lighting.
Mm-hmm.
If you look to the right of that,
Stop. Go.
if you look to the right of that, you'll see it appear and it'll be right to the left, right there.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
And it goes right with her movement.
Yeah. Like that is probably the best. If edited, that is like the best edited so far. But with it being that way, I'm like, I don't know. That is neato.
Yeah, that's a good one. If they
them,
edit it, they deserve
with
it.
them not even like coming out and saying, "Oh yeah, we got this great find."
And it looked like it was with a, not the best of cell phone video. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's not with a really great camera that you can just plug and play on editing stuff. I wouldn't think.
What? Huh? Oh, I don't know. Not here.
It's family night in the Cryptic Trading Post.
It is. Oh, goodness. You going to bed?
Night. Oh.
Good night. For a minute there, like looking at the camera, you'd be like, "Oh, it's Haunted Mini.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a Bravo there.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I just wonder how legit it is. You know, like if we, like, what in the world, man? That's one of those things. Like if it's not, that's why I've kind of like ever since Trivet, I've been like thinking, okay, I have a ton of equipment now. I don't even use it on every investigation. I'm trying to go back a little bit as far as like I need to try to bring some of that back and push forward more of a just investigating. I mean, just looking around,
kind of
looking
living
at the
in
location,
moment. Kind of,
investigating, because that's usually when your stuff is going to happen.
Yeah.
Is when you least expect it and you're kind of just looking around. And in this case, not looking around. What's up, Bob? What's up, man?
Hey, Bob.
How you doing? This guy is a character of all traits.
I don't know why, but saying the name Bob is just fun.
But yeah, ever since Trivet, I've just like I've thought about it and I'm like, there's been 2 times that I've seen something that I'm just like that wasn't on camera, but I was like, 90% or more sure that I saw it.
Your best instrument, best things to use when you're investigating are these 2 things right here.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And so now, I've kind of just, I got to think about it. I got to, instead of, my problem is I like to have my equipment near me. Not necessarily like going to go, that's what I've been doing is I've been like taking it with me and go ahead and putting it out so I don't have to deal with it, or I can just move it if I need to. But really, I just need to maybe have it somewhat close by and then use it for more of a validation thing.
I've seen cameras that like where it's like a GoPro or something where you can kind of put it on your body or on your head, and as whatever you're seeing, it'll be on your in your evidence. So that's that. And I like DVR cameras. I've always there's something about like having some, even if you're not in the room, having something that is I like. But it's if you don't have internet connection or the way things work nowadays, it's hard to really have.
If you go old school DVR with a wired, you can do it. Again, but it's just a lot of wires running. A lot of people like to run that wireless, the wireless now, which is fine. It's just you start running into problems when you go to certain locations.
And not everywhere has.
I would love for us to get a DVR. It's one of those things that's just like on my list. We just haven't done yet, just because then you can use it for evidence review. You can use it for live review, or watching situations without having to be on your phone to look at it or whatever. It's just a really good tool, I think. And yeah, I think some things happen when you're not around.
That's where I found that we got that footage whenever I was with that one group where the dogs were running down the stairs and then playing with my shorts. I didn't know it, but I mean, it was a DVR system that was doing that. It's just really, I love them. They're great. I'd rather have that over a lot of the different cameras that are out there nowadays.
Yeah. Bob said, doing great. Sorry I'm late. I was weed eating. Yeah. I mean, everybody's doing the yard work this weekend.
Kind of jealous. I have a weed eater that does not, like, every time you put the string into the spool, it just spits it right out. I hate it.
Going along with the DVR and all that, I know probably a lot of people don't watch it. However, the new Ghost Adventures that aired Thursday night, don't want to spoil it too much, but it had a really good, even though it's TV, had really good piece of evidence at the end of their episode, like towards the end of the episode. And it's because they had a DVR system up
Mm.
and that nobody was around when it happened. And I've noticed that he was actually like Zach is starting to wear, like you said, like some sort of body cam.
Mm.
He was doing it during the interview process. And it's actually one of those ones that reminded me of like being on the road in law enforcement. It's one that you can actually put on like your side, the side of your head or whatever. And he was using that as just like an extra camera.
Yeah.
So there's definitely different ways of going about, trying to capture things and document. But with all that said, I was just kind of thinking, I've been thinking since Trev is like, I really need to try to go back to the, even though I'm not capturing it, maybe one of these times I will capture what I've seen with my own eyes.
Yeah.
So,
and that's the reason why we have equipment. I mean, it's not for us to see all the time. It's to show other people. It's to validate what you've seen. You know what I mean? Like this lady had validation that she's seen a ghost, but if somebody says that they've seen it, but they don't have any footage of it, we can't be like, yeah, that's a ghost, so. And I think a lot of groups, if you don't have validation on what you've seen, you don't have anything.
Yeah.
And I like DVR systems just because of the fact that whenever you're sleeping or if you're not in, you can run it and it'll capture stuff.
Yeah, even when you're not around, that's when it really gets you. You're like, we know there's nobody in that area.
Yeah. Like when we were sleeping in the basement and there was something that was moving upstairs, we would have had a camera move or running at that time. We would have been able to see if there was a door that opened or closed. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the door. Yeah, that was. Yep. I remember that now. So let's see even though this isn't really part of the story, we're gonna see what this is about.
So our next clip is of this ghostly face that comes through the static at an undisclosed Super 8 hotel. Now this footage comes with no audio, so guys, let's take a look at the clip and we'll have a very quick chat afterwards.
Hold on. See the face.
So guys, yet again, I don't know the location of this and I don't know the date of when this was captured, but this was posted about 6 days ago. And the witness stated that while he was staying at this hotel, he was messing around with the TV channel, and he said the TV in the room, by the way, is a Samsung, only has 1 to 68 channels. Now when he got to channel 73, the logo on the TV says TV Plus. You can see this in the video on the corner. And this TV station no longer broadcasts. It hasn't broadcast for a while. And then this face came through. Now guys, here's my thoughts on this. Now I absolutely love this video, but my problem is the lack of audio.
Gotta be CGI.
But because the lack of audio, do I discount it? No, I don't. Because I'm looking on it this way. If it is fake, it's a very entertaining fake. But if it's real, man, this is creepy as hell. But guys, it doesn't really matter what I think. What matters is what do you guys think. So until next time.
You know my thoughts on it were?
What?
He says it's a Samsung TV. It could be. He said this channel doesn't even play anymore. Could this be burned into the TV? And it just,
yeah, from like some show that was being watched at the time.
Yeah, and they paused it or something, and it just burned into the TV.
Yeah, like the old TVs, you would shut them off, and as soon as you'd still see the outline of whatever was on.
That's the only thing I can think of. Like someone maybe have had it on that channel and then like paused it.
Yeah. What about those cameras that are like, you can take a camera, you can kind of have your face, kind of visually go on the TV. You know what I'm saying? Like a camera that goes into the TV, like put your face into the TV,
I don't know.
like an input.
Bob was saying not with the moving mouth. I was trying to see if it was like moving or not. I don't think it's moving. I think it's just the static and
it's trying to come in and out. It's
the
like
way the video is. Yeah, it's hard to. I don't think
see
it's
the
moving.
mouth, but it's just sitting. Yeah, it's just kind of.
It looks like it's moving, but it's really just the camera is trying to. The camera is really trying to take all that information with all the moving static particles that it just makes it look like it's moving. That's my take on it. I think because you have to think about stuff like that as maybe it got burned into the screen. So
Definitely poltergeist kind of feeling there. You know what I mean? Like, remember Poltergeist where the girl's coming through
yeah,
the TV? Like, I can't
The Ring.
find you. Yeah. Well, no, yeah, that too. But on Poltergeist, whenever she got, that's the only way they could communicate was through the TV.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you one thing: if it starts coming out of the TV, I'm gone real quick. Like, you know, in the movies, they're sitting there staring, watching it come out. No, I'm not. As soon as the first little bit starts coming out, I'm gone. First, I'm turning the TV off.
Mm-hmm.
But I say that's legit.
This one's crazy.
Yeah, but the other one, I think there's a few different ways you could go about making that happen.
Yeah. Especially with it being so stationary, I think. But well, a killer UFO observed swaying in night sky over village in India. There's always one of these every week. An odd glowing object was spotted moving back and forth over a village in India, and the sighting has proven to be so peculiar that it has garnered considerable media attention in the country. The intriguing sighting reportedly occurred on Sunday evening in the community of
Kanglatombi,
where multiple witnesses observed the curious anomaly in the night sky. One individual managed to film the strange scene, and the footage went viral on social media in India. A curious aerial illumination can be seen floating back and forth while bewildered onlookers attempt to discern what it is they are seeing.
A strange light hovering in the
Oh my gosh, it's in freaking English.
night sky in Manipur have left people baffled, leading many to believe the thing in the night sky to be an unidentified flying object or UFO. Reportedly, the mysterious incident was witnessed by locals in Imphal West Periphery along
Oh God, I'm gonna wait.
the National Highway 39. Videos of the purported UFO sighting shows what seems to a bright light flying in circles.
Telling you, there's a lot of flow
sky.
news going on.
It needs
these
to be
days.
mentioned here that earlier in 2018, reports of UFO sighting
That
came
looks
to
like a
fore
spotlight
from
in the air.
Students from the Manchapukriya locality
Does it not?
reportedly saw
Wait,
a
I'm waiting for
strange
Batman to appear.
object. However, hovering in the sky. However,
calling
months
for
after
Batman.
the sightings, the government responded saying most of the UFO sightings reported by people have often been linked to aircraft activities and dynamical process that mimics a
Because it's only
moving
bouncing off the
object.
clouds.
So on his screens you can see, well, a strange
as it goes through the
light
clouds,
hovering
it
in the
stops.
night sky in Manipur have left people baffled, leading many to believe the thing
spotlight.
in the night sky to be an unidentified flying object or UFO. Reportedly, the mysterious incident was witnessed by locals in Imphal West Periphery along the National Highway 39.
The strange object was detected last evening. According to the video that went viral in various social
They
media
sent
platforms.
somebody down there
So
to do
far,
a live
the
feed
object,
from
this strange object is yet to be identified
Oh.
as to whether what kind of object, is it whether is it a machine or a living thing. That has not been identified so far. So, but it has said thou
baffled, leading many to believe the thing in the West Periphery.
It didn't show her name.
It kind of reminds me of the video I've seen of the reporter in the boat, you know, whenever there's flooding and then you see people walking by as they're in the boat. You know, big news, but it's really nothing. That's what that
Ma'am,
is.
this is Donald Sareem, and I am live and going to tell you this is a scam. This is scam. It's all a scam. You know where we're from, right? This is scam.
Oh my gosh. Is that what you thinking it is?
That's what I was laughing at. I was like, oh God, I better wait. I just better wait.
I couldn't wait.
Oh.
It was busting at the seams. You don't know what it is.
Bob said, well, look at the bright side. If you don't know what it is, you can say it's unidentified. Yeah. It can also be a scam. We are in India after all.
Way to found a silver lining there, Bob.
Oh.
The locals are just.
He must be a lawyer. He can find the gray areas.
Something might be happening, and whether it could go.
The locals not really scared because they probably think it's scam anyways. So.
Any harm
gotta be
among the people, but.
Oh God.
You know you're bored when you're watching a spotlight in the air.
It kind of does look like that, don't it?
That's all I can think. I mean, tell me what you think. That's whenever they're doing these big like events and stuff, they'll have the light kind of going around.
Look at this. The incident wound up receiving lengthy coverage from an Indian media outlet, which showcased the video and pondered what the object could have been. To that end, the television program interviewed an eyewitness to the event, and he noted that those who observed the object, which he described as being a bright light measuring approximately 8 feet in diameter, theorized that it was possibly a focused light pointed at the sky, or perhaps a drone that had been displayed to look for potential drug trafficking. However, as of now, the anomaly remains unidentified. However, that first theory, what they're saying, a focused light being pointed in the sky, that's exactly what you're saying.
I've called a lot of things drones.
That's what it looks like.
But that's not a drone.
No, usually those are like a lot more, the way they're built nowadays, you can definitely tell.
Well, nowadays you got to have some kind of like aviation kind of lights, right?
Yeah, and if you
like a strobe light or something,
you don't have to, but I think most of them do have some kind of capability that, or something that on them that has something of that nature.
That's probably.
But yeah, I can see where it's pointing. You can like even the cloud looks like it's getting illuminated somewhat.
Well, yeah, as soon as if it leaves the clouds, the beam goes higher, so it's bouncing off the clouds. And as soon as it like leaves where the clouds are, the beam goes higher, so you don't see it as clearly.
Kitty, this is Donald. Just let you know it's a scam.
Just joking.
No worry. Well, here we go again.
Flying around that we need to videotape.
Here we go again. Bizarre footage of cop encountering goblin goes viral in Paraguay.
I have not heard goblin since I was a kid, and I've seen it twice tonight.
Hobgoblin. Yeah. And now a week later, apparently now we have video footage of this goblin or some kind of goblin. I don't think they call it a hobgoblin in this, but
no.
Authorities in Paraguay were forced to set the record straight after a very strange video purport. Well, so now maybe we're going to be told that this was a scam as well, but after a very strange video purportedly showing a cop encountering a legendary goblin-like entity went viral on social media in the country this week. According to a local media report, the bizarre footage appeared online this past Monday, and it was allegedly captured by a witness who watched the weirdness unfold on Friday evening in the city of
Asuncion? I don't know.
There you go.
A-Town.
A-Town. What up? In the video, a cop stands outside of a building with his gun drawn. Very normal.
Yeah.
and shouts at what appears to be a rather unusual intruder. Also very normal. The mysterious stranger seems to be small, bipedal, a child, incapable of scaling the front door with ease before scurrying out of sight. with the police officer shooting at a window while in pursuit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Did you do that every night when you were? Oh. That's a monkey.
That's a monkey. And he's shooting at it.
Yeah. He's from the hood, yeah.
Dang, that guy was flying on a moped. Dude, what is this like? What? What?
Was that the monkey from Wizard of Oz?
I like how these GTA 5 like cop videos start popping up too. What was that like nightclub music going on in the background? What was that? I think
they're having
the
a
monkey
party
was
across the street, and then
I think the monkey was trying to attack him. So maybe it's a monkey that's like attacking people. And so this officer's like, I'm gonna kill this dang fool.
monkey dead now. Yeah, y'all better run.
Oh, you know, that music must be coming from whatever they're on, either on or in, like a car or something.
They're honking at him like, hey, man.
Dude. I know exactly when you said, oh, it's a monkey. It's right around the time I said it.
I seen the tail, and it was the way it was kind of walking. I mean, either that or the monkeys that I've seen, I've been calling monkeys, and apparently they're goblins. So it's one of the
right there. You can see the arm. And then you can see it kind of like moving away. What really throws you off is this like shadow in the background. Because that's kind of what we was thinking when we was looking at. But really it's, I think it's like right up in this area when we first see it. Jumps down. Yeah, it runs off.
Whenever it got to the ground, I seen the tail. The way it hopped. That's exactly how a monkey goes. And I bet they're in an area that there might be wild monkeys. Like, where does it say it was at? And I don't mean A-Town.
Paraguay.
So I bet you there's...
Yes.
Yeah, so...
So what do you think? What's your answer?
Goblin.
No,
Many
social media users in Paraguay quickly concluded that, in fact, the cop had encountered a legendary entity known as Pombero, which is a goblin-like creature that is infamous in the country. All right, you know what we do every time this happens. We are unaware of this stuff, okay? So we look it up. Oh.
Yeah, I want to see what this thing looks like. If it looks anything like a monkey, I apologize that I called it a monkey. Oh. It's like a monkey / caveman from the Geico commercials. Well, yeah, that's definitely the Geico caveman.
Let me pull this back up. Let's see. As from Paraguay, but also in the mythology of Mibia tribe of southern Brazil in the Argentinian province. Let's see.
That picture doesn't have a tail.
The Pombera is said to capture particularly ungrateful girls and okay, well, we ain't gonna say all this on live air, but it does bad things. Okay. Described as being short and ugly with very short arms and hairy hands and feet. His hairy feet are said to give him the ability to sneak up on people silently, and the touch of his hairy hands to bring a cold shiver. It's like PUBG Battle Royale. You don't wear any shoes, you be silent.
Mm-hmm. It's a ninja.
There's so much, like, lives in a forest, generally dwells in rural areas. Sometimes he will choose to inhabit an abandoned house. He intimidates sounds of various forest creatures. It is believed he can imitate bird song.
To get something to kind of get close to it.
As such is viewed as something of a protector of birds. Many witnesses of the Pombera say that before he appears, he whistles. Most are so frightened of gathering his wrath that they never whistle again. Also, the Pombera protects the birds from children who hunt them with slingshots.
Angry birds.
And is viewed as a harmless troublemaker. He's often accused of impregnating single women, either by a mere touch of his hand or tricking them into doing stuff. So,
I've done that before. Yep, paying for it still. Touched
There's
her.
Lots of details in this.
I don't know, but that cop was like, "Not today, mofo." He was like, "I'm shooting you."
Not unlike a Bigfoot video here in America, the footage spread like wildfire online, with many viewers expressing both astonishment and fear that the mythical entity had been caught on film at last. Fear surrounding the incident grew to such a level that a police official eventually had to explain to the media in Paraguay that the Pombera was actually just a run-of-the-mill robber who was acting strangely because they were under the influence of drugs.
Dude, like they are all over the place.
What?
Like, they are missing badly. Like everything but monkey, right? Like it's anything but a monkey, guys.
Oh my God. We were both wrong.
Yeah.
Hey, no! Hey, man!
What?
Wow.
That
It's a goblin that's on drugs trying to rob the place.
that legit looks like a freaking monkey at the end.
It's definitely a monkey. There's no way around it. They just don't want to.
The guy's not even trying to walk on his feet, man. He's like all fours.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow.
You got some good ones tonight, man.
I know.
I think it's a good night to come on here.
Like a lot of good like video stuff. I love it.
Me too.
However, did you hear about this at all?
Yeah, is that the one from the chopper?
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it. I just figured, oh, okay, this is kind of a weird thing. Let's throw it in here. So I don't know if there's any like anything to it.
Amy Bruni put it on Twitter, and I was like first freaking out. I was like, this is some next level stuff. And people started saying that it was edited, like they had heard it before, like they had watched the everything happen, and then they never heard anything. But then it got released, and it had this on there, and it sounded like something from a TV show.
Yeah, it said one live feed managed to generate a great deal of intrigue for a very different reason. However, thanks to a strange technical glitch that caused an unknown voice to interrupt the broadcast. Happened on ITV, which had been showing the Queen's coffin being driven to the next destination along the crowd-lined streets of London. All of a sudden, a whispered female voice can be heard saying the death is irreversible, and the fact that she's trapped as it's then it's cut off by a male voice who's commentating on the footage. People watching the channel were surprised and did not know who the voice belonged to, and what was exactly what the voice was talking, or who she was talking about, or what was being talked about. Theories ranged from a technical glitch to supernatural intervention, but the most likely explanation was that it was the voice of grief expert Julia Samuel, who had been speaking on the channel a few minutes earlier. Perhaps she had simply forgotten to take off her microphone. Whatever the case, the nature and timing of the error was certainly strange.
The death is irreversible, and the fact that she's trapped.
As you can see, as you can see here in London, it is a lovely day, and as the hearse heads out into West London, Emily Morgan.
Yeah. I think we found out from a...
The death is irreversible, and the fact that she's trapped.
As you can see...
That's weird.
Yeah, it was... A lot of people were speculating a lot of things. But... I don't know. What do you think?
Like, I don't know what... I need more context. I don't know what it means.
Yeah. I don't know.
Just the words itself.
Yeah, apparently it really was. That's all it was. I mean, he was doing his, stuff from up in the helicopter, and as he's talking, something comes across the, where the camera, where they're broadcasting at. But it doesn't make sense. I mean, it's a creepy thing that it says, but it doesn't. I've never heard of an EVP from a helicopter either. Like, that's...
Yeah, I don't know if necessarily if that's what it is. To me, it seems like actual, like, people talking. It's not like, I don't think it's supernatural, I guess is how you word that.
No.
But it's still eerie.
Mm-hmm. It's bad timing, that's for sure.
Bob is asking, have you seen the video of the little girl sitting in the floor in front of a cabinet? There are hands playing with her hair. When the parent gets closer, the hands pull back into the cabinet. Then there is no one in the cabinet. I have not seen that. Also, that reminds me. I don't know if I can find it.
I think I've seen one where somebody was in a tub and there was something messing with her hair. No, I don't think it was The Grudge. It was an actual video.
Ah, dang. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it. There's a video. Here we go. Here's a duet. Okay, I've got it right here. Here's one that's been circulating around the internet right now. This will be our bonus. But yeah, I don't think that's supernatural, by the way. I think that's still eerie, though, with what was said. I don't know exactly what.
The death is irreversible. Yeah.
What does it mean? What does she mean by the fact that she's trapped? What's that mean?
I don't know, but we've seen the one earlier today in the show where they thought that it was irreversible and they thought they were trapped, but they definitely were not. Thank God they didn't do anything to make it irreversible.
So maybe we need to try to look that up. But here's one that's been circulating here recently that people are like, what in the world?
Stop dead in his tracks. Hmm? She said, not today. It was pulling her. Like, you ain't playing with my toys, homie.
Pretty weird, ain't it?
Yeah, she's a pretty good actor or actress if she was able to pull that off.
I've seen it, but I'm weird. Like, because we do this all the time, I'll watch these videos, but I won't like really show them out. Like, I won't share it out to people or really talk about it unless someone comes and talks to me about it. And when I watched it, I was like, whoa, that's really weird. But I just never said anything about it afterwards. Now, Bob actually brought this up to me either today or yesterday. And I told him, I said, yeah, I've watched it. Like, I watched it about a week or two ago. And I think it's just, I think the way I worded it was, I think it's just crazy. Not saying that it's faked or whatever. I'm just like, it's too crazy to look at and have an honest opinion of it and be like, I guess it's kind of more the skeptical side of me too. Is like, I don't really want to say, okay, I don't know what that is, but
yeah, well, we definitely don't know
that's
what it
real.
is. Yeah, but when it comes to kids, you'd be surprised. The craziest stuff seems to happen with kids. Like, I've seen a lot of videos, and it seems like weird, creepy stuff happens to kids.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like her. She's walking. Either she just runs into whatever's there, or when you're
and starts having
down,
a conversation,
right? Or like looking down and she sees something in the corner, like you can kind of see in your peripherals, and she stops and then has a conversation, and then it tries to take. I don't know if that's whatever toys are in that tidy
like
cats
food or maybe or something.
It looks like one of those tidy cats treat things, but either
Yeah.
way, it tries to take it, and then it tries to take the other thing. So it could go either way.
Okay, I'll do that, Bob. I'll do that. So I'll let you watch this again, and I'll pull up this. But yeah, I'm just like, I don't know, because especially when they're this young, man, it's like they don't lie.
Yeah. No, it's genuine reactions, really.
It makes me wonder if this family's moved out since then.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, dude. It's like trying to take it. She's like, nah.
And
oh, girl almost had her stuff taken from her.
How many times does this happen? And like, she probably goes back in here and doesn't even say anything about it. Like, you just don't even know it happened.
That girl, she ain't scared of nobody. Let me tell you that right now. I feel bad for her parents. Like, when they say go take a bath, she's like, not gonna happen.
So I thought that was pretty crazy.
I put that right there with that cell phone footage of the little
yeah
girl.
Yeah, I don't know if this is it. He'll have to tell me if this is it or not. Okay, I think this is it. Oh gosh, it's gonna be hard to see. I'm watching. I guess I need to watch it on this monitor down here so I can actually see. Zoom this up. Okay. So it says Real Ghost Videos of YouTube posted this very odd and scary footage of hands appearing out of nowhere and playing with a little girl's hair. The little girl appears to be in a trance of some kind.
Oh, I see the hands.
I saw the
hands. Oh no. That was the doll. Was the doll doing it? I don't know, man. This is kind of movie-ish. Kind of has that movie kind of like,
God, why do I feel like it's edited though?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Like, and I know I get like the timing of it, but like as soon as the hands disappear, this camera starts moving like freaking crazy.
Yeah, it speeds up real quick.
Like it speeds up, and I get that it's like, okay, they're like
running to see what it was.
Yeah, they're creeping out. They're like, oh God, what is that? And they go to film it, but it's just
kind of got that low budget horror movie kind of vibes to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's also like it's a TikTok, so someone just probably did it for the TikTok sense of it. Now, can we go? Is there a
Australia?
Let's see if there's a YouTube.
Amy. Amy.
So here's like a clip of it, but it's
Amy. Amy.
There's like a lot of different sound effects going on.
Yeah, the music. That's what I'm saying, man. Usually, if it's like legitimate, you don't put music in there with it.
Amy. Amy.
I don't know about this one. Now here, this seems more original. This is without all the music.
Amy.
No, that
Amy.
laughing and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, like who's laughing?
Yeah, that's
Amy.
Low budget
Amy.
horror movie.
Here's how I know it's fake. Once you get to this point, hold on. Where's it at? Once you get to this point, you're filming, right?
Mm.
Oh my God. There's no one in the cabinet.
Yeah.
Watch this.
Amy.
Hey. Hey.
Amy.
If it was more, and it sounds like he's scared.
Yeah.
If you were more legit about that, wouldn't you be like this?
Yeah. Yeah, you would.
You'd put the camera away, or you'd be off to the side where you're not really like trying to get your hand in the shot and make it a good video. You know what I'm saying?
And doing that, just the way it just
That's
seemed
how
really
you know.
dramatic.
So, I think, sad to say, Bob, that I feel it's fake. I feel that one's fake.
Cool.
Only because he's really trying to get that shot in, and it doesn't feel genuine. And that's after we've went through and got past the videos with the music and the added sound effects and it's going to be spooky. I think it's fake. So
I concur, sir.
But it is what it is. So other than that, I think we've covered everything. That's pretty cool. That's what we need to do. We need to start getting more like TikTok stuff on here just to look at.
You would do like a TikTok episode.
Debunk it, and maybe we need to do that too.
I think there's enough TikTok stuff out there. You could probably.
I really like to cover like right there. I like to cover like kind of the newer ones that are out, like that I've actually seen, and I can say, oh yeah, this showed up. And then we can look at ones that maybe in the past that we haven't actually looked at yet. But yeah.
I'm not the best at debunking, but I think it's fun to do.
And it's better with like more people because like there you're like, well, there's too much music out, and then I was like, well, then there's this aspect of it, and with all those put together, you're like, okay, it seems more fake than it is real.
Yeah, I mean, to get that dramatic, feel with the music. Like I used to hate on Ghost Hunters. You'd be sitting there watching the videos, and you're like, "Did you hear that?"
Yeah, and you're trying to hear it.
And then there's like this, music, and I'm like, why?
You're trying to hear the sound and they play music? No.
Yeah,
You just don't do that.
no.
You can play the music later when you're transitioning or doing something. But when you're trying to hear it, give them the camera audio exclusively.
That's what I like about Ghost Adventures. Like when they do the EVP playbacks and stuff like that, like you could tell they drown out all the background noise and they just give you what they hear. Like even, so I don't know.
Well,
I tried to be more positive in this show. Sorry, I don't think I was. I think I caught a lot.
Oh, you're good, buddy. No, I think this was real and legit. So remember, y'all, Encounter Quest 2023, Saturday, April 1st. Don't know if I'm going to be there, but it's worth sharing out. Just let y'all know about it. It's in Hamlet, North Carolina. If you're interested in, Bigfoot, aliens, paranormal, any of that nature, or you want to pick up some like cool merch, hear some people talk about stuff. I don't know what kind of speakers they're going to have there, or if there's been anyone with like firsthand encounters, but I would assume there's going to be. So definitely go check that out. Other than that, I think we're done for tonight. So thank you, Bob. You have a great night, sir.
Thanks, Bob.
Chilling with us there towards the end. Still this show ended up being 2 hours, even though it had like 6 or 7 stories. That's pretty crazy.
Didn't even notice.
Never goes unfazed. I feel like this show is gonna be like an hour, and it definitely ran its course. So, thank you again, Jonathan, for coming by, man. You have to come on the show more often.
Yeah, I'd like to, man.
I think you're a good addition.
Oh, I appreciate it. I'm trying to get used to doing all this stuff, man. It's new to me, but I like it. Stop for me.
I'm very new to this. Shut up.
No, I hate if I don't like get it out. I never get if I have to either say what I'm gonna say or it doesn't happen.
That's understandable.
But
I get that.
I enjoyed it. I mean, it's always good to talk to you and hang out with you and Bob.
Oh, Bob.
Yeah, enjoyed it. Bob.
I call him. What do I say? I say because he's a guy that I work with. So I'm like, dang it, Bobby. So, anyways, after this, I'm gonna go probably stream with Morgan, and we're probably gonna do a round of cooking, and then probably some more 7 days tonight. Then after that, I'm probably going to actually get back on LSPDFR and stream that tonight. Because I've been working on it, and so far I've got the North Carolina Highway Patrol set in there and everything. So it's going to be an interesting stream. So I will be over at my gaming page, Blue Line Parabellum. If you want to go check that out, you can check it out. Other than that, I'm done with this tonight. I'm done with this. I'm going to go game.
Enjoy it, man. And I hope y'all have fun at the concert on Sunday. I'm jealous.
And it's kind of it's an indoor, kind of chillax, but it's a good like get away from everything, and kind of refresh as far as that goes, because it's been a while. It's been a while since we had one of those weekends.
Concerts are fun, man. You got to go to a concert. Like whenever we're going to the race in Charlotte, we're gonna go do the concerts that they're having. They're having Nelly there, and they're having Three Doors Down. So we're gonna watch those.
There you go. Three Doors Down was good. We went and saw them last time we went to a concert. That was a year or two ago, and they were good. You'll love it.
Yeah, I seen them back in like the early 2000s. I went there. It was them, Stain. Then,
yes.
I can't remember who else it was. It was somebody else. But yeah, the ones that took over for Creed whenever Creed left, or you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
So it was pretty.
Yeah, and I didn't think they was gonna be as good as what I thought the originals, like the original band, would have been, but like it was still a good show, man. It was fun. I was like, wow, he actually is good. So no worries on that.
It's not the same singer for Three Doors Down?
Oh gosh, am I thinking 3 Doors Down or 3 Days Grace?
3 Days Grace is his brother-in-law.
I think I'm thinking 3 Days Grace. Did you say 3 Doors Down?
3 Doors Down. Yeah.
Big fail.
Yeah. That's all right.
I need my fail sound, which I don't have on. So
It's fine.
I'm not worried about it. I failed on you. I failed
It's
you on that. So
I mean, it's pretty close.
I've never seen them live. So I don't know.
They're good. They're good. Gotta try it. Check it out sometime.
But I also like heavy music, so
Yeah.
I'm a little bit borderline on that. So, but all right, man, I'm gonna head on out of here. We're gonna get to doing that, and I will see you next time. Hopefully,
right,
very
man.
soon.
Yeah, I'll let you know about that stuff with that, investigation. So
Okay. Yep, I will be in the chats. So, all right, thank y'all so much, and we'll see you next Friday at 7. Don't
7
forget.
p.m. 7
Don't
p.m.
forget. Yeah. Don't forget. Bye.
Bye.